First time I met Dr. Ramsey, I was impressed right away because it wasn't in a dental office. My dad was in the hospital and my dad was a patient. And I showed up in the hospital to check on him and here's this guy. And my dad's like, this is my dentist. I thought, wow, he's doing in-hospital procedures? But he cared. My dad had an emergency and Dr. Ramsey showed up just to check on him, which I thought, wow, you don't see a lot of dentists do that. People just don't stop into the hospital to check on somebody. That was really impressive. When I came to Dr. Ramsey, it was a different experience because I could say, hey, here's what's going on, here's what's bothering me. And instead of writing it off as, well, you had a root canal, this shouldn't be hurting you, which is what I heard a lot. This tooth shouldn't be hurting you. Well, for 2 years, the same tooth hurt me. And Dr. Ramsey did a little more digging, a little more investigating, and eventually we got to the bottom of what was causing the problem. And listening to patients is critical, and he listens. One of the worst things about coming to the dentist is coming to the dentist. Dr. Ramsey makes it a different experience. When you're sitting in that chair, it's sometimes hard to have your teeth worked on because you're laughing. How many people get to say that going to the dentist is fun? I'm more than just a patient to Dr. Ramsey. He knows me because I'm his patient, but he knows my wife. He knows who my kids are, what they're up to, asks about basketball and soccer, and has a real personal interest in my family. I mean, and I know that because it started with that visit to the hospital with my dad. You know, that tells me a lot about the person he is, not just the practitioner who's working on my teeth. You know, if I was writing a review, I've given him 5 stars on Google, and if you could give 6, I'd give him 6. If you give him 10, I'd give him 10. The entire office, top to bottom, makes such a difference for me going to the dentist, especially with the amount of work I've had done. I've gotten to the point now where going to the dentist is an apprehensive, like, oh my gosh, I don't want to go. But going to Dr. Ramsey totally changes that for me. And it's a fun experience, and I don't fear sitting in the chair. I know I have to have work done, but he makes it an awesome experience.